Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the final Acupuncture is My Life episode of Symptoms of Viral Infections. Now, I'm going to go over just a few more of the basic symptoms that you should pay attention to. And they can be as a result of having been or being infected with a viral infection. Now, the next one is fatigue. And many individuals mistake fatigue for just being tired. No. There's a difference. You see, when your defensive chi to an acupuncturist, when your defensive chi is fighting an exterior pathogenic factor that is just as strong as your defensive chi, it puts up a big fight, and there'll be symptoms of chills and fever and so forth and so on. And sometimes it may go from the defensive level to the chi level, which is the next level, the first level of dealing with a pathogen internally. And sometimes eventually the body can eventually overcome and fight it off. But at that stage, it's usually best, of course, to see an acupuncturist, because a simple herbal formula or treatments to nourish defensive chi is best recommended. And during this process of your body's defensive chi trying to fight off a virus, it gets worn down. You become fatigued. You begin to feel fatigued as a result. And you'll feel as if just trying to do the simplest tasks in life is painstaking. Like, you just can't do it. It hurts so much. And more times than not, if you've experienced a viral infection, you tend to have experience extreme fatigue. And this fatigue, more times than not, is full body fatigue. And as a result of this fight between defensive chi and the virus, you begin to become chi deficient. And that's what's representing your fatigue. Because viruses usually affect your digestive system, but an acupuncturist understands it affects the spleen and stomach, which is responsible for your post-heaven chi or postnatal chi. Because the spleen and stomach pull essences from the foods in which you've eaten and spreads it throughout the body. But now, with a decreased appetite, as I'd stated before, chi becomes deficient. An individual can suffer from spleen chi deficiency, because now the spleen is no longer doing its job and providing the body with the appropriate amounts of chi in which it needs, as well as nourish defensive chi. Because defensive chi is a derivation of postnatal or post-heaven essence, postnatal chi. Because all chi derived by the spleen and stomach represents the variations of chi throughout the body. So once you become spleen chi deficiency, you lose your appetite, and there's this sense of fatigue that also follows as well as a result. And then lung chi begins to suffer, but lung chi is already suffering as a result of having been affected by an external pathogenic factor. So there can be lung chi deficiency spleen chi deficiency, there can be a myriad of different patterns that can develop. But fatigue is definitely a symptom, which is why I say over and over, see your local acupuncturist or contact Acupuncture My Life if you experience any of these symptoms. Now, another can be convulsions. And this usually results because a viral infection became quite severe. And it created a vast amount of disharmonies within the meridians to an acupuncturist, starting with the lung. Because if now your lungs can no longer create chi and perform its functions of descending and dispersing of chi, a myriad of issues can develop. But when it comes to convulsions, if you ever begin to experience that, pay a visit to an acupuncturist and a physician right away. Because a high fever can become fatal. So the sooner you get treatment or treated, the better. Now, another sign or symptom you can experience is diarrhea. And we're back to the core of the body. We're back to the importance of spleen and stomach. And this is why in so many episodes I emphasize this importance, because after birth, all chi in essence created to support existence is created in the spleen and stomach, your middle jiao. So any deficiencies of the spleen and stomach is going to lead to much in the way of problems. In this case, diarrhea is assigned to an acupuncturist spleen chi deficiency because the transformation aspect of that particular function of the spleen has been affected. And if any of this at any point in time confuses you, you can just go to the Acupuncture My Life YouTube channel and watch the functions of the various organs to give you a thorough understanding. But again, when spleen chi becomes deficient, the transformation process has been affected. Appetite has been lost. And one of the symptoms of spleen chi deficiency is diarrhea. And in this case, as a result of having been affected by a virus. Dehydration is another symptom. It's not an immediate symptom. This is why your acupuncturist and even a physician will recommend to you drink plenty of water. If you've been affected by a virus, drink plenty of water because you want to keep your body hydrated. How much has yin been depleted as a result of having become dehydrated? Where there's excessive amounts of interior heat. And these are things that your acupuncturist will explain to you, or even Acupuncture My Life. But these symptoms, along with the others discussed in the past 2 episodes are symptoms to pay attention to, from fatigue to convulsions to diarrhea and dehydration, because viruses cause digestive issues. And as a result, individuals having been affected by a virus tend to become dehydrated unless they follow the guidance of their acupuncturist with regard to how to remain hydrated and have received the appropriate acupuncture treatment or recommended herbal formula. Because you should never forget that health is wealth. The wealth isn't in the bank. It's not in the safe. It's not in your purse. It's not in your pocket. It's not under the mattress. It's not in the shoebox in the closet. It's not under the doghouse in the backyard. It's in you. It's in you. And you must make acupuncture a part of your life. Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?